Hi there YouTube, XtremeTrainz here. So, this is video number 2, for those of you who know what I'm talking about. I've got now in front of me, in this video, all of the Thomas Light Up Minis, and I want to do a quick little talk about them all together, because I think, looking at them right now, I'm like, quite sucked into, you know, how cool they really look. But if you know, and if you're curious to see what each individual engine is like in the sets, please go back and look at the other reviews on my channel. I wasn't super happy with them as individual 2-packs. So, I want to have a quick discussion about my thoughts on these, see if anyone's thoughts has changed, and I think reach the conclusion, which I'm definitely reaching as I get, to be honest, goosebumps looking at this cool collection of Thomas photos in front of me. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. So as you guys know, I wasn't a big fan of these Light Up Thomas Minis, and the main reason for that was that they were just so expensive for what they actually did. What did they do? Let's do a quick recap. Turn out the lights, and let's press some buttons, hey? There you go, you get an idea of just what they did. When there's like a heap of them here, it actually looks kind of cool, you know? But that was it. They just lit up. And considering I was paying about $6.50 and got free shipping only because I'm an Amazon Prime member, you know, to get these, that's a lot of money to be paying for a Thomas Mini, especially when, you know, the good old classic normal Thomas now retails for about $2 in Australia if you find him in a store. So these were 3 times more expensive than a normal Thomas Mini. But did you get 3 times more Mini? I mean, that's the real question. As we talked about, they were a bit fatter and a bit wider in order to accommodate the lights and the batteries, and you do get pretty much the same level of detail, obviously aside from the cutout on the top. I think the big thing that I'm getting a vibe from looking right here at this series is how awesome do these transparent or translucent engines look. And I think, to be honest, that's what I would actually really like, you know? Who needs battery-powered light-up effects, you know? I would just love to see an entire series where, you know, all the classic engines are made in their classic paint and color schemes, but with this really, really nice translucent scheme where you have, you know, the black on the bottom and then all the rest, or most of the rest pieces in a transparent or translucent color. Because I think that would make a really, really cool series. Super easy to do. You know, you don't need to have new paint molds, you don't need to have new designs, you just print exactly the same as if you would on a normal Thomas Mini, you just change the plastic colors. I think that would look super duper awesome because you can see, like, they look really, really nice, all the transparent colors, but they're still, this is still obviously one of the twins, and you can see if you go closer, it's Ben. You know, this is still obviously Thomas, this is still obviously Percy, but that really, the kind of way they catch the light, I think looks way better than this kind of, you know, cheap looking light up function. So really, I think what this signals, and hopefully signaling to Mattel, is that they should do a transparent series or translucent series, which is really just, you know, this, where you just get to see the engines in their normal paint schemes in that translucent color. And I think that would be a really, really cool thing for Mattel to do. And to be honest, I would absolutely collect every single engine, every single classic, you know, all the rolling stock, Anti-Cloud or Troublesome trucks in a scheme like this, because I think it looks awesome. And the thing is too, it's so easy to make them light up yourself as well if you do this. Like, you know, I'm just, you know, shining this in like my little studio desk light, and you can already see how they kind of glow and change, and, you know, there's like, you know, some colors, you know, and some sparkle in there. So, you know, that would be really, really cool. If they wanted to go one better, they could do stuff like put glitter, for example, silver glitter flakes in the wheels, which they have done for previous models, because that way they would kind of sparkle. Either way, I just think that this would be a really, really easy way to make a whole new massive set of minis, which I think a lot of people are very keen for, that isn't one of the wacko themes. Because, you know, as I said, if you've just watched my minis review, some of the themes this year are looking really good, and some of them are just, you know, not quite there. And I've said that Thomas Minis have to balance a fine line between being too close to the engine, how they normally look, to be boring and not that exciting, or being so wacky that they're just weird and not cool or interesting. So I think it's a very fine and hard line to draw, but I think these style of minis do that really, really well. So the summary is, I still can't really recommend these light up minis for full price. If you can get them for about the same price, maybe $1 or $2 more than a normal mini, I think they're probably worth it, especially if you're a minis collector or if you really enjoy this kind of, translucent theme. Especially because, now we've got, 10 of them. They look really nice together, although there's only one of these twins, which is stupid. But anyway, aside from that, they look really nice together. I think they make a cool little display, micro display like that. But if you're going to have to be paying the kind of prices I paid for them, I just can't recommend them. You're much better off going and buying a couple, go get yourself some of the brand new, fully painted, or not painted if you like me and you like the not painted ones. Woo! Thomas Wood items, which cost about $12. So you can get one Thomas Wood for price of 2 of these minis. Yeah, I just had those thoughts on these. I've had a bit more time to think about them. Let me know if your thoughts have changed or if you think my idea of posing is great, or maybe it's crazy. Maybe you just hate Thomas Minis. I'd love to know that too. Alrighty guys, so thanks for watching this short little video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of a bit more conversational style of video as opposed to just my reviews. As always, do those cool things on YouTube, but that's all I've got time for. This is XtremeTrainz.